until now that dream becomes your job. A job is what you're paid for, but your calling and your dream and your destiny is what you're made for. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie. How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? Hope you're doing well. Listen, right before we jump to the video, I need you to make sure that you tap the subscribe button. Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely hit the subscribe button and just type in the comment section, I subscribed. I'll do my best to respond to as many of you all as possible. Let's go right into it. I want to talk today about being committed to the commitment. That's right. Want to really empower you and show you how to really achieve that goal that you aspire to achieve with the power of commitment, strengthening your fortitude, your tenacity, and your desire. When you think about it, the word commitment, the word committed, what words come to your mind when you think about what it means to be committed, what it means to be committed to whatever commitment that it is? For me, of course, you definitely got loyalty, right? Loyalty comes to mind. You've got words such as reliability. You got accountability, right? All of that really speaks to the whole aspect of what all these other words are as offshoots for what it is that you desire to achieve. Reliability, right? Think about it. Whatever it is that you're devoted to, could be a relationship, could be a marriage, could be your church, could be service to the community, could be your organization. It is the whole aspect of commitment. And when you think about really commitment, you can think about all the other ancillary words: accountability, reliability, trust, stick-to-itiveness, whatever all that is and that entails. The main thing about commitment, you can just synchronize it into these words. It is the alignment of words with works. That's really what commitment is all about. Your words and your works align together. That's what it is. Words and works are coalesced. That means what you say you're going to do. If I say it, you're going to see it. I'm not just going to say what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do what I'm going to say, right? I'm going to do what I say because my words and my works go together. Faith without works, it won't work. You can talk all day about this is what I was going to do and all these other things. And so many people have the shoulda, coulda, woulda, see what had happened was mindset when it comes to not fulfilling the goal, when it comes to not fulfilling the commitment. We talk ourselves out of what we really are, really what we should step into. The single most successful aspect, the single most important aspect of being a successful leader is having a whatever it takes mindset, right? You think about the height of athletics. So many people such as very few people such as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or some of those individuals who go to the higher ranks. You got Bill Russell. You got so many other individuals who came through the NBA who did such empowering and incredible things, winning championships, accolades, so on and so forth. They had a whatever it takes mindset. I heard a particular athlete say, listen, for you to beat me, you're going to have to rip my heart out. I got the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a lion. If I'm not feeling good, I'm still going to push. I'm going to still press. I got to score 38 points with the flu, as Michael Jordan did against Utah Jazz in 97, if I'm not mistaken, right? I have that whatever it takes mindset because the opportunity is right in front of me. I got to seize the moment. How many of us have a whatever it takes mindset? I'm tired, but I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it. I said I was going to be there. Don't necessarily feel like being there, but I promise my word is good. My word is my bond, right? You have to adopt a whatever it takes mindset. What you have to do is you have to adopt really a model and an attitude and a positive vision during tough times to say whatever it takes to say, come hell or high water, I'm going to make it happen. I'm committed to the commitment, right? I'm loyal to the soil, right? My words and my works align because here it is. It's going to become a daily practice in my life. So let's jump into it. I want to give you a few ways as to how really your commitment and your reliability and all that loyalty, everything that I was talking about really can come to fruition in your life. Number one, this is what you have to do. You have to disown. Yeah, you have to disown your helplessness. Disown helplessness. Right? You are not helpless and you are not hopeless. Number one, you got to disown helplessness. Right? Just because it didn't work yesterday doesn't mean it won't work today. Just because it may not work right now doesn't mean it won't work tomorrow. I have to take off the pity party hat as to why it won't work and think about all the reasons why. Develop all the strategies as to why it will work. Right? For you to have a whatever it takes mindset, it is disowning that aspect of helplessness. Right? You and God are a majority. Every single no gets you closer to the yes. No, as I've talked about before in time past on other YouTube videos, no means new opportunity. Right? And what am I doing to seize the moment? What am I doing to take my mindset to the next level? I got to think critical. I've got to think and grow rich. But for me to grow rich, I got to first think. What are you doing to take the time to actually think, to process, to analyze, to strategize, to reorganize, to re-implement, to reconfigure your life to say, no, I'm not going to be helpless and I'm not going to be hopeless. I got help. I got hope. It's on the inside of me. You can't be crying, woe is me. You're going to cry for a little bit, wipe your tears and keep it moving. Can't wallow in the pain. You got to take off the pity party hat, as I said before. And don't wait for people. Don't wait on people for solutions. You're a solution-oriented person. What is the solution? What is the strategy for the business? What is the strategy for the marriage? What is the strategy for the next level? What is the strategy for the mentorship program? What is your strategy for that particular organization? Right? It is about adopting an exceptional and positive attitude that says, by any means necessary, I'm going to make this happen. I'm not just a conqueror, but I'm more than conqueror. Number two, you got to take it. You got to take it. The opportunity oftentimes is in front of us. And here it is. We're behind it. We're not taking advantage of the opportunity. You got to take life by the horns. You got to take the bull by the horns. Former President Theodore Roosevelt said these words. He said, nothing's brilliant about me. Nothing's necessarily outstanding about my record. However, this one thing that I do, I believe ought to be done. And these are his words, what he said. He said, when I make up my mind to do a thing, I get it done. When I make up my mind to do a thing, I act. Nothing's brilliant, as he said, about his record. Nothing's brilliant about his accolades. The brilliant thing that he does, here it is, when he makes up his mind to do something, he acts. Here it is. Your brilliance is in your ownership. Your brilliance is in you taking an ownership. Your brilliance is in you taking a step in the right direction toward your destiny and your dreams. That's the mark of a brilliant person. Brilliance is not so much about you can solve the theory of relativity. That brilliance is not about being able to solve all types of equations and being an incredible mathematician. Brilliance is not being a rocket scientist. Brilliance is in the fact that when you think about something, you begin to act on it in a positive manner, in a positive direction. Because here it is. To be a person who's going to take it, you got to be fearless. Notice this. I didn't say you don't need to have any fear at all. You got to feel the fear and do it anyway. Think about this. Fearless. Think about those words. You just are less fearful. Doesn't mean you don't have any fear at all. Right? Courage is in the midst of the fear, I still possess the whole tenacity to go for it despite what it is that I'm going through. Right? I just fear less than most people. But so many people are fearful. Think about this. Fearful. You put another L on it, they're full of fear. Too many of us are so full of fear. We're so full of what will people say about me? And now people's opinions become your prison. People are going to think whatever they want to think. People are going to talk about you whether you succeed or you fail. You might as well take a step towards success. Fear less. Have less fear than most people. While people remain fearful, they remain full of fear, and you empty yourself of it. To say, hey, listen, I'm feeling the fear and I'm going to do it anyway. The most dangerous place that you can be in life is not when you're walking on waters and when you're staying in the boat. You got to get out of the shallow end. You got to get out of the shallow level of stinking thinking, because effective leaders are individuals who take onus. They take steps. They take advantage of the opportunity that is ahead of them, that is in front of them, and they go for it. They grab a hold to it. They take life by the horns. They take the bull by the horns and they wrestle the bull to the ground. That's what it's about. And here's sometimes, really, if you think about it, these are some of the questions that really need answers. If you're going to be a person who's going to take it, if you're going to be a person who's going to take life by the horns, the bull by the horns, you got to answer some of these questions, such as, what do I really want in life? What will it cost me? Am I willing to pay the price? You know, we love to quote Fat Joe, yesterday's price is not today's price. But here it is. What price are you willing to pay to go to the next level? And then here it is, the last one. When should I start paying the price? What do I really want? What will it cost me? Am I willing to pay the price? And last but not least, when should I start paying the price? Hear me. If you can't answer the last question, none of the first three questions matter. Right? When should I start paying the price? Some of us saying, okay, I'll do it next year. I'll do it tomorrow. No, the correct answer of when should you start paying the price is now. When are you willing to sacrifice the celebrating, the partying, all of the other things to take advantage of the opportunity right now? When are you willing to sacrifice all the excuses as to why it won't work, and then execute and develop and create a strategy as to why it will work? Sometimes here it is, you got to work your dream like your job until your dream becomes your job. When you leave your job, you got to come home and work your dream. Until now, that dream becomes your job. A job is what you're paid for, but your calling and your dream and your destiny is what you're made for. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to go ahead and take it in your life? Right? You got to have that aspect of now. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now I got to go for it. Number three, shoot for it. There's a story of a man by the name of W. Clement Stone. Shoot for it. Story of a man by the name of W. Clement Stone. He was speaking to an audience one day and he said, every single day, I want you to say, when you wake up in the morning, 50 times, when you say these words, do it now. Would you say 50 times? Would you say, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now? He said, right before you go to bed every single night, I want you to do this for the next 30 days. When you wake up in the morning, say, do it now 50 times. When you go to bed at night, prior to going to bed at night, I want you to say the words, do it now 50 times. Now, why would he tell an audience to say 100 times a day for the next 30 days, do it now? Why? Because it was retraining your brain to say, no, I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm going to take inventory. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm going to do what it takes right now. There it is, whatever it takes to make my dream a reality. I'm embedding that in my mind to when I see an obstacle, to when I have a project, I don't procrastinate on it. I take advantage and I take onus of it. You know what procrastination is? Procrastination is the arrogant belief that you will have tomorrow to do what you're supposed to do today. That's what procrastination is. It's the arrogant belief that I'll get another chance tomorrow or in the days ahead to do what I ought to do right now. And what you ought to do right now is you ought to shoot for it. You got to go for it. You know why you got to do that? Simply because so many of us have the mindset. We have a particular syndrome that we battle with. It's a ready, aim, 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 aim syndrome. We know how to shop at Target, but what are we doing to actually hit the target? Right? We have a ready, aim, 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 aim syndrome, but we never fire. We never shoot. And here it is. Many times for us, it's not that we don't have any aim. We just have such low aim. We have such low goals that we always hit it. But when it's now time to aim high, here we go. We're fearful rather than being fearless. You got to be willing to make decisions. You got to be willing to go after. You got to be willing to say, you know what? Ready or not, here I come. You got to be willing to say, I'm going to prepare for an opportunity that either may or may not come. But if it comes, I'm ready. And not only am I ready, not only am I aiming, I'm going to shoot for it. I'm going to hit the target. I'm going to make it happen. The greatest threat to being great is being satisfied with being good. Too many times we become comfortable. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to be uncomfortable being comfortable. Got to shoot for it. You got to set the bar of expectations higher than people set the bar for you. That's what you got to do. You got to set that bar so high to where you're not focusing on what other people are going to do. You're focusing on, in many cases, what it is that you have that's on the inside of you that's going to make you go for that dream, go for that reality, and go for that goal. That's what it's about. Being committed to the commitment. There's a few things as well that I believe speak to your level of giftedness and your greatness and your growth. One is this. Here it is. So how do we achieve all of this? It's talked about before, disowning the helplessness, taking it, shooting for it. But there's also another level that we have to go to as well if we're going to really grow and move our life to another dimension. We've got to begin to analyze many of these things, understand that we're gifted. We're gifted for greatness. Right? There's a giftedness that's on the inside of you. You're gifted for greatness. The most tragic thing in life is not the most tragic. We have to realize that we're gifted for greatness. The most tragic thing in life is to be gifted, but to never open the package. And not just never open the package, is never to use what's in the package. Here's the thing that you got to ask. How am I working my gifts each and every single day? What am I doing to stir up my gift? What am I doing to develop my gift? Who am I listening to? Who am I watching? Who's speaking into my life? Who also is enhancing my growth? Come on, if I'm going to be committed to my commitments, got to focus on my giftedness, but also have to focus on my growth. I have to understand that I can't be complacent. I got to raise the bar. Got to raise the bar on my giftedness. I got to raise the bar on who it is that I am. Got to raise the bar on really developing myself and seizing the moment and taking advantage of this opportunity that I have. Here's another thing that we got to focus on. We have to focus on, in many cases, for us to really be committed to our commitments, You have to focus on our other skill set areas that must be developed, right? The giftedness. We're all gifted for greatness. You don't need a holiday to let you know that, you're a red box and a gold bowl, right? You are a gift. You're a gift to the world. The tragedy is to be gifted, but to never open the package. And not only to never open the package, many of us have opened the package, but we never use what's in the package. What are you doing to stir up your gifts each and every single day? To take all the excuses off the table, to focus on developing yourself by learning greater knowledge as a reader, as a listener. Who are you listening to? Who's speaking into your life? Right? What deposits are you making each and every single day to where the opportunity now presents itself? You're not befuddled. You're fear, not full. You're fearless. You're ready to take advantage of the opportunity. Secondly, growth, right? Greatness is about preparedness. That's the thing. Greatness is about preparedness. Too many times we want to have an opportunity that we're not ready for, right? Many people avoid and look over opportunities because opportunities are dressed in overalls and it looks like work. It is. But your growth is in your greatness. Greatness comes from the place of preparedness. So many times we have so many individuals who are gifted. And the thing is this, hard work beats talent when talent won't work hard. Giftedness is not enough. Giftedness requires greatness. Many times we just want to jump from giftedness to greatness without growth. Can't jump to just greatness without preparedness. It's going to take the sweat equity. It is Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers who said, for you to be successful at whatever particular craft, and you think about any name, you think about any individual who is successful, who is dominating in their particular lane, they have spent, and it takes, as he said, 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours is roughly 5 to 7 years, approximately, of doing the same thing over and over and over again. Committed to the commitment is about consistency. Nobody's going to believe what you're saying. Nobody's going to believe what you're doing unless they see a consistent pattern. Right? Nobody's going to take you seriously in a relationship without consistency. Nobody's going to take you seriously in a business deal without consistency. Consistency, being committed to the commitment, is about giftedness, is about growth. And the growth for greatness is in your preparedness. All of that now provides opportunities. Many times we just want the opportunity. We want to put that first. We want the opportunity, but we don't want to grow. We want the opportunity, but we don't want to prepare. And now when we get the opportunity and we're unprepared, now we make a fool of ourselves because we did not develop our character. We did not develop our gifts. We did not develop our soft skills. We did not develop our skill set to provide access to opportunities in a place of confidence and fearlessness. Right? That's what it's about. You want the opportunities. Are you willing to engage in growth? Last but not least, expectations. Got to exceed your own expectations. Every single day, you got to set the bar higher and higher. Forget other people's expectations of you. What are your expectations of yourself? Hear me, if you expect little of yourself, you're going to do little for yourself and others. But if you expect much of yourself, you're going to do much for yourself and others. Where is your level of expectation? The expectation that you have now leads to implementation or lack thereof. Hear me. We've taken enough aim. Now it's time to shoot. Now it's time to hit the target. Now it's time to go after it. How do I go after it? I go after it by understanding simply that I got to be committed to the commitment. I got to do everything that I need to each and every single day to make the dream a reality. If you're going to soar to another level, you're going to have to spread your wings. You're going to have to do something different. If you don't evolve, you won't be involved. You spread your wings, I guarantee you'll win. Let me show you how to do that. Once you join our Eagles Academy, where we focus on really empowering you to soar into success and purpose. It is sharing your purpose and the profit, ideas and income, your contacts and the contracts, the healing, the transformation, the restoration, the development, the personal growth, all of what it takes for you to be great, to seize the opportunity, to disown all of your helplessness, to walk in a place of fearlessness, and how to be committed to the commitment. I want to show you how to do that. Go right now, www.theeaglesacademy.com. The empowering teachings that we're doing, I want you to be a part of our incredible live sessions. Go right now, www.theeaglesacademy.com. Tap the join now button and join us. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Listen, like, comment, share, subscribe. Type in the comment section, I subscribe. I definitely want to holler at you, and I definitely want to let you know, and I'll reply to you as many people as possible. So stick and stay. More empowering teaching, insight, and implementation is coming your way. I'm Dr. Eddie. Peace and love.